You've finally done it. You've started your own business. You can now finally have the same freedom that all those influencers have. You know the ones I'm talking about. They get up at 5 a.m. They do their morning workout. They have afternoon lunches, 3 o'clock matcha breaks, and then they go out to dinner in a cool, trendy restaurant. The reality is you're still barely getting by, and it feels like your business is running you rather than the other way around. Well, today I'm going to be talking about 7 changes you can make to level up your business and start living the life you deserve. And make sure you stick around for the last one, because it really is the one that makes everything all come together. Do you remember the that girl aesthetic? You know, the girl who wakes up at 5 a.m. and journals while she's drinking her lemon water, then does her workout, followed by consuming the perfectly constructed bowl of overnight oats. Every 20-something on the planet wanted to be that girl. The thing is, we do that in our businesses too. We see what other people are doing, and then we try to mimic exactly what they're doing. The problem is that girl aesthetic does not work for everyone, just like copying other people's business structure doesn't work for everyone else. So today, I'm going to be talking about how you can level up your own business and take it from that girl to that woman. If you're new here, my name's Tanya. I'm a musician, blogger, passive income, and SEO specialist, and I have been running my own business for over 25 years. So I've learned a few things in that time, and I've made a lot of mistakes. I'm gonna share some of those with you today, so let's get into it. Number 1, outsource. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, I don't have the money to outsource. I can't afford to hire an assistant. That's okay. But what I want you to do is I want you to invest in what matters and ignore what doesn't. Do you really need that new camera for your business, or will your old one do just fine? Or maybe you can just use your phone. To be honest, I'm filming this on my iPhone right now. Do you really need that new software or that new microphone? Do you really need all that stuff for your business? Chances are you don't. So really take a look at your business expenses and narrow it down to the bare minimum. Then I want you to look at ways you can outsource in your everyday life. For example, do you do your own grocery shopping? Take advantage of Instacart, or your local grocery store may have a curbside pickup. Let them do the shopping for you. That is outsourcing. It's also going to give you more time. And the more time you have, the more you can invest into your business. And as you invest quality time into your business, it is going to grow. Then you will be able to outsource to an assistant to help you and have more time for yourself. Secondly, build your business out with multiple income streams, because let's face it, nobody needs to keep their eggs in one basket. You need to diversify, because you never know when one of those income streams is going to go away. I was watching a YouTube video the other day where a major influencer got her YouTube channel shut down, and it took her weeks to get it back. I've seen stories of another YouTuber whose AdSense account got hacked and she lost all of her income for months. So these things can happen. You need to make sure that you have diversified income stream. And bonus points if some of that income stream is passive income, which means it continues to bring in money off of work that you've done one time. So some ways you can diversify income in your business is, if you have a blog, you can do it through ads and through affiliate income and through course sales. If you're a coach, you can have one-on-one coaching, you can have courses, you can have group coaching programs, you can offer pre-made courses, or you can offer pre-filmed masterclasses that you can bring in income from. If you run a small business where you sell products, you have your product sales, but you can also still earn money off of your website through affiliates for other companies. You can earn income through your newsletter by showing how to use your product, create a YouTube channel on how to use your product, and earn ad revenue off of that once you hit the monetization requirements. But it's important to make sure that your business has multiple different revenue streams so that if one of them gets shut down, you are not completely lost. You have many other income streams to back it up. It's just a small inconvenience instead of something that is completely devastating. Number 3, be uniquely you. The problem with the that girl aesthetic is that everyone was trying to copy that girl instead of just being who they are. Maybe you don't get up at 5 a.m. That's okay. Maybe you don't have a curated morning routine. I know that my personal morning routine is drinking coffee while quietly planning out my day. That's it. And then I watch a little news. I don't drink my lemon water. I don't work out in the morning. I can't stand working out in the morning. I work out in the afternoon. Well, the same thing with your business. Just because someone else is selling courses doesn't mean you don't have to if selling courses is not your thing. Just because someone else is on TikTok doesn't mean you have to be, because maybe that's not your platform. Maybe you prefer Instagram or Facebook. If someone else is having a big sale in their sticker shop, that doesn't mean that you have to have a sale too. Maybe you can't afford to have a sale, or maybe they're having a sale just to unload product that wasn't selling in the first place. You do not have to copy others. You need to be uniquely yourself, which brings me to my next point. You need to be confident in what you're doing because you are your brand. You are what sells your product or service. And there may be 1,000 business coaches out there, but you choose to work with the business coach you choose to work with because you connect with them on a certain level. There are 1,000 courses out there on how to build an email list, but you chose the one you chose because you connected with the person who was selling the course. You are your brand, and personal branding is crucial if you're going to succeed and grow your business. So be confident and don't be afraid to be uniquely yourself. Number 4, show up on multiple channels. Now, I'm always preaching about know what channels your audience is on, but there's a good chance that your audience is on more than one channel. Maybe your audience is on YouTube and you've spent all your time on YouTube, but now we're going to expand and we're going to add in Facebook and Instagram. It's going to give you a wider reach. Now, here's the thing. You do not have to create new content for each channel, because chances are your audience on each of those channels is different. Use the same videos. My YouTube shorts also end up over on Instagram and TikTok. I'm not going to create 3 different videos. I'm going to use the same video. Now, I may tweak how I post it, but it's the same content, because someone watching me on Instagram is going to be different than someone following me on TikTok, is going to be different than you who are watching me on YouTube right now. Ideally, some of those Instagram and TikTok people will also come over to YouTube, but they may miss stories on one platform or the other. So don't feel like you're being repetitive. Feel free to repurpose your content. That is how you get on multiple channels without spending a ton of time doing it. Number 5, what I just said, repurpose your content. We're about working smarter, not harder. We've already talked about repurposing your content from YouTube Shorts into Instagram Reels and TikToks. But there are other ways you can repurpose your content as well. You can take a blog post that you wrote and turn that into 2 YouTube videos. Or you can turn it into YouTube Shorts. You can then turn that into 10 Instagram Reels, 10 TikTok videos. You can put stories on Facebook. You can put Facebook videos up. You can share the link everywhere. You can then take that same content and repurpose it into Instagram post in your feed. Use the blog post to create the captions. You can then also take that and turn it into stories to spread throughout the week, all from one blog post. So repurpose your content. And if you're over there and your head is spinning, like, how do I even start that? Go to ChatGPT and copy your blog post into it and tell it to create 10 Instagram stories out of it, or 10 Instagram posts out of it, or 15 TikTok scripts out of it. Use AI to your advantage. AI is very popular. AI is the new way of doing things. And if it doesn't look good to you, don't use it. And finally, the most important thing when it comes to leveling up your business, act. Don't waste time thinking about it. Don't try to make it perfect, because spoiler alert, you're human. It's never going to be perfect. There are tons of mistakes. Can I just tell you how many mistakes I have made while filming this right now that I'm going to have to edit out later? And that's totally fine, because the great thing about content that you put out there, it's not live. You can edit it as you go. And don't get caught up in education. Now, don't get me wrong. Education is very important, but I know I was guilty of it. I took a course, and then I took another course, and then I took another course, and I was never acting because I was so busy learning how to do it right. When in reality, I should have been acting while I was learning, because that's part of the learning process. And my videos have gotten better over time solely because I just got out there and got on camera and started talking. My first videos are super cringy, and I still have them up on this channel because, hey, that's okay. It's part of the learning process. Go back to some of my first videos and watch it. You'll totally get it. But don't be afraid of not being perfect. Get out there in whatever you're doing in your business and just make that move. And if you're afraid, that's totally fine. Don't worry about it. Just feel the fear and do it anyway, because that's the only way we're going to grow as entrepreneurs. So I want you to level up your business. I want you to go from that girl to that woman. And if you're curious about learning more about passive income, because that's something I hit on really hard in this video, I'll put a link to a video on that right up here. And until next time, peace out.